Hi, everyone. My name is Cynthia Barboza. I did developmental psychology, and for my internship, I went to Howell, Michigan at Camp Tall Tree. So what Camp Tall Tree is all about? Camp Tall Tree is an overnight camp for campers ages 7 to 17 who are on the autism spectrum. Their goal is really just to create an environment where these kids can be themselves. Their motto is branch out, take root, and stand tall. So what I did at Camp Tall Tree, I was an intern and a camp counselor. So what that means is that I would live with a group of campers. I was living with like 10 small girls. And I would just help them with their daily tasks, ranging all the way from showering to just doing arts and crafts. As an intern, I would attend meetings throughout the day, and we would discuss and further debrief on what we're doing and how we could better this camp experience for the campers. So what the first 2 days look like. I was only at Camp Tall Tree for a week, but a week was enough. I had the best time. But what I learned the first 2 days, it was just a whole bunch of training, and here are just a couple of quick points. So be patient. They have a longer processing time than we do, so it's just really helpful to keep in mind that they have to have a longer time to think. Make short and clear points, just to make sure that we say as few words in order to get our point across. When a camper is stressed, talk less. I feel like this is a really good point for anyone in general. So it just gives the camper some time to breathe, and it gives us some time to think about how we can de-escalate the situation. And schedules are very important. If I had a quarter for every time I had a camper asking me what the schedule was while they were looking at the schedule while I was writing down the schedule, I would be a millionaire. So some surprising things I learned, how quickly I can change pea soaked sheets. For me, that was pretty impressive because I also had to drag out an entire mattress while 10 girls were sleeping in the middle of the night, so give myself a pat on the back for that one. You call people from Michigan Michiganders, not Michigonians. I learned that the first day. They will get mad. The spectrum and statistics are real. So if you guys didn't know, autism is way more likely in males than it is females. And so I was a camp counselor in the only girl cabin in like 5 cabins. So it was really interesting just to see that play out in a real life scenario. Kids with autism are just like neurotypical kids. They whine when they're hungry, they whine when they're tired, and they whine when they want to go home. As long as you have a snack and something fun for them to do, they have a good time. So some fun things I did. The camp was located like right next to this lake here. It was really beautiful. I loved the scenery there. But it was very humid, but that was fine. We got to swim twice a day, which was really cool. And we got to do a lot of fun activities. Like right there, you can see we have our high ropes, and we also got to do zip lining and rock climbing and archery and things like that with them, which was really fun. On the top, I guess your guys is right, is me and my cabin group were making friendship bracelets and braiding each other's hair and, classic early things, which I think is kind of funny. On the bottom right, we had a talent show at the end of our camp, and my cabin group's name was Dragons, so we danced to the theme song of Dragon Tales for our talent. So some advice for future Pinterns. It's okay to not know what's happening. You could be a week away from being sent off to wherever you're being sent off to and just have no clue what your exact position's gonna be, what you're gonna be doing, what it entails, but it's okay. Your mentors and other people in charge will help you. They are more than willing to answer all of your questions, even if they seem like too many. And everything will be fine. You just really have to be flexible and go with the flow and really just be willing to trust the process. So some special thank yous to my family for letting me go. Sarah Holbrook, all Pinhead staff, Breezy, who was a camp director at Camp Tall Tree, all Camp Tall Tree staff, Dust Bunny, who was my cabin leader, and of course, the kids. Thank you guys so much for listening.